What's up, Canada? Hello. How are you? I'm doing all right. How are you? We are we're doing something fun. At least for me, it's gonna be fun. How has life been? Jesus Christ. Waking up from a nap. Wow, that's awesome. I love thunderstorms. Big fan. Big fan. So, especially naps during the rain. You did. You did. I mean, there is a chance. Or you're imagining things, which there is also a chance of that. You have two? I have one, and my sister has one, and my mother has two. And I'm currently living at my mother's place for probably no more longer than a week. Hopefully. I mean, hopefully. We can all dream. But I think I'm moving out this coming weekend, pretty sure. What's up, Wig? Hi. How are you? What's up, everybody? What's up, Jax? What's up, Brown? Hi. Guess what? Is it chicken butt? I have been well, Wig. How have you been? What's been going on in your life? It's gotta be chicken butt. There's no other answer that makes sense. Awesome. Congrats, Jax. Congrats. We're gonna be doing something a little different today. As you all know, I don't normally do a stream on Monday, but okay, Bay, I'll miss you. Wait, you're leaving me forever? I'm joking, Jax. I'm joking. All right. I'm getting myself situated, my brain and my body situated for what we're going to be doing today, because I actually have planned some content for today's stream. We are going to be I'm going to be recording a YouTube video for stream today, or not for stream, but for my Magic the Gathering YouTube channel that I have wanted to be doing for a while, but kind of fell off. And I find that I might as well do a little stream of it and then turn that stream into YouTube content because it's literally free. So that's what we're going to be doing. Hopefully, we can get it to be a recurring thing in something where I've dubbed today as Magic Monday. And I think that would be a, oh, hi, Lily. Yeah, what's up, Rosie? Hi. I think I remember that, Rosie. It was a while ago. A while ago. Okay. So I think we're just gonna start. I think we're gonna start. And I have been well. So I would like to let you guys know about how these Mondays are gonna end up going for people that are here. So I'm going to attempt to be doing a stream on Mondays. It's only going to be a little stream, but it will be a stream. I don't normally do these. I'm very much distracted by her incredibly flexible butthole licking. Oh my god. Do I wait? I'm not sure what the correct protocol here is. She's really going at it. God damn. God damn. All right. So, how's today's stream gonna work? So, what I would like to do. Oh my god, Lily, Jesus Christ. Okay. What's up, Shoji? Hi. Okay, so I normally do not stream on Mondays. My dedicated off days have been Saturday, Sunday, Monday for quite some time, and I have decided that I want to start planning out some content because I really want to hit partner, and I feel like a way to do that is by having some planned content that instead of just improvising. And I decided that a part of that might be to start doing streams on Monday. Even though my Mondays are pretty busy, but I still would like to do them. Thank you for letting me know. And I love Magic the Gathering, and it is something that I try to share with stream as often as I can, but also at the same time, I feel like Magic is a little bit daunting to introduce to people that don't know what it is or how to play. I am not going to be, at the current moment, teaching you how to play Magic. It is a video that I would like to make uh, because again, I want my audience, my family to understand the inner workings of this game that I have spent so many hours and years on playing and practicing. But today is not that day. Today, I want to make a magic video for YouTube, and I have decided that I might as well just do a live stream and just turn that live stream into the YouTube video so that I can start creating content on other channels like I want to, and potentially branch off and do more magic streams in the future. Uh, I know that look at her. Why do you sit like that? Why do you sit like that? Um, I understand that what is going to happen in today's video, you might not understand. You might not understand how to play the game. I know that might not be enjoyable to some, if not all people. And I've decided, you know what? If you would like to stick around and you'd like to watch me play Magic, um, I have been playing Magic for over a decade competitively. I have been semi-professional for a decade now. I love this game with all of my heart. It's my favorite game of all time. And if you would like to enjoy the day with me or the evening with me, watching me play a deck that I built this one, kind of. It was like a deck that already existed, and I've kind of changed it for funsies. Then please, by all means, stick around and watch. Uh, I will be answering. So it is a little bit difficult, Jaylene, to necessarily say that I will answer questions because if it is the basic mechanics of how the game works, so it's difficult. I would like to release this YouTube video and for my Magic channel, but my Magic channel is made on the assumption that you already know how to play. So I will answer questions, but I will not necessarily be. My game will be more focused on making sure that the content is good for YouTube and not so much for the Twitch stream. So the answer is yes and no at the same time. The like I won't be going through the basic tutorial of draw a card for your turn at the beginning of your turn, then play a land during your turn, and then cast a spell. Like I'm not going to go through the basics. But I will be at the very beginning of the video explaining how the deck works. And then if there are any questions, you may by all means ask. Like Magic is not an easy game. I mean, it's easy to an extent, and then it gets difficult. So, I will be answering questions to an extent, because even if you play Magic, you might not even know or ever seen this deck. So, um, yes and no. The answer is yes and no. Does that make any sense? Does my answer is my answer valid? Like, does that make any sense to you? I hope it does. It's hard because I want to teach you all. I want to teach you all how to play. I wish that every single one of you knew how to play, but it's not that easy. So, and there are some very good tutorials out there on the internet that will teach you how to play. But today is not that day. Today I want to just hang out, play my new Magic the Gathering deck, record it, and then at the end of it we can talk a little bit, and then I will end it, and then probably edit it, upload it, and then be done for the evening. So I hope that makes any sense. Do you guys have any comments, questions, concerns? Um, I figure that, you know what, I don't necessarily like. I figure that I do variety streaming. I don't think that we'll hit partner anytime soon. I don't particularly care, honestly, if the content is not like the same thing every time. I would rather enjoy myself and have fun, and eventually one day, if the stars align, we'll get there. So today we're just gonna fuck it and we're just gonna play some Magic because I really like Magic and Magic is fun. So uh I'm going to start in like a minute or two. I already have everything pulled up and I will run you through how this works. And you know what? Yeah, I guess I could answer questions and like edit them out later. So I guess I'm not like too worried about it. Um so let's do it. All right, ready? Happy Monday, Techie. What's up, Chaos? Hi. I'm doing well. If hmm Lily is doing well. Lily is doing well. Uh, is there any mods in chat that would be able to help dictate what I'm going to be doing so people do not necessarily feel like they are being ignored? That would be appreciated because I'm definitely not trying to ignore chat, but you know. And if not, then I'll just roll with it anyway. Um I'm here, what's up? Did you hear anything that I just said about me recording the YouTube video? Cause I'll re-explain it because I know that today's gonna be a little bit different. Yeah, okay, cool. So basically, while I'm playing, I won't be necessarily responding to chat in my normal manner. I will be more so like focusing on playing. And any questions about the game or Magic or like my deck or what I'm doing, I guess like they'll be a little bit harder to answer if you don't know how to play, but I just want to make sure that people don't feel ignored, even though like I'm gonna be, you know, kind of focusing, I guess. So especially when it comes to Magic, like my brain just it's like focused. So all right. That's all. That's all. That's all. I just want to make sure that people don't feel like that. They're just like, fuck you, dude. You're not looking at me. You used to be so different. Um, Look at me. Right, exactly. That's exactly the way I feel. I also I also don't know how much time is enough time to allow people to roll into stream, you know? Like if I have content planned for a stream, what is the appropriate amount of time to wait until I feel like until I just kick it off? Cuz I feel like starting right away wouldn't make any sense. But like, and I also feel like sit here like waiting with, like like it's just not it's like not what I want to do. So maybe maybe this is where we start to get like a loading screen. Maybe we need a starting up screen. Maybe it's time. Especially if I'm gonna start planning content, it's gonna make more sense for me to start like give some people some time to like enter and shit. It's weird though, because I've never had for my entire 4 years of streaming, I've never had a loading screen, so I don't really know. I don't know what to do now that I'm starting to plan things. 12 seconds max? Yeah, that makes sense. That's about how long shit lasts anyway. All right, are we ready? Are we ready? I don't fucking know anymore. Let me do this too. Uh, that's a good idea, Cthulhu. I like that. I like that. Uh, all right. Uh, all right. I'm gonna start recording. When I'm done recording, or I guess I'm done like doing the thing, I will then be able to talk with you guys like a little bit more directly, and then we can chat about literally whatever. It doesn't have to be magic related because I know that like you guys aren't necessarily here for magic content, but it is what it is, and we're just gonna do it. So I love you all. Thank you for understanding, and I hope that maybe you have fun. I know that Magic is a strategy game, but we're gonna be doing something a little. We're gonna hopefully fuck some people up, but we're gonna see, and we're gonna be. So we're gonna. I'll just record and we'll start it up. So, what is up, Twitch chat and YouTube? It's your boy. We are going to be doing a modern video for YouTube. Hello. And this is gonna be the first time I'm doing a YouTube video while I am live on my Twitch stream. So if you'd like to drop a follow, link in the stuff below, twitch.tv/xdad. And today I have one of my favorite decks that I've ever played because it is just so mean and just tilting. It's probably one of the most tilting decks to play against in Magic. We are going to be playing Neobrand, but we're going to be playing Neobrand in a version that has been unseen. So what is Neobrand? Let me explain. So there is a card called Neoform. Neoform, which, if I were to show you, Neoform is a 2-mana card that says, as an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Search your library for a creature with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrificed creature's mana value. Put it onto the battlefield with a 1/1 counter. So, if you look at my list right now, and you play Magic Modern to any degree, then you will see that this is a little weird of what I'm doing in Neobrand. Why is there Angel's Grace? Why is there Pact of Negation? So many in the main. Well, I have hid it right behind here. Right here, right in front of these worms, is my little spice. So, I didn't explain Grizzlebrand. Let me explain Grizzlebrand too. So, Grizzlebrand is an 8-mana card. It's a 7/7. It is flying, lifelink. It says pay 7 life, draw 7 cards. So, this is probably the best creature in Magic ever. Like, ever printed. This card, when it comes down,
You like jazz?
you draw 14 cards in one turn. It allows you to essentially combo off and win the game, usually when it comes down. And with help of cards like Nourishing Shoal, which says exile a green card from your hand gain life equal to the mana cost, which we have a 15 mana cost card, 4 of. We're going to gain a bunch of life, draw an insane amount of cards. Now, what is different between my list and somebody else's list of this deck? Because Neoform, Griselbrand, has been a deck that's existed in Modern for quite some time. What is the difference? The difference is that normally in this deck, they try to win the turn that they get this card out. So the way the combo works, to explain to somebody that has never seen it before, is we are going to draw 7 cards for our opening hand. We're going to mulligan, most likely a few times, probably 2, 3, hopefully not 3. You can only do the combo if you've mulliganed twice. We're gonna mulligan until we get this card or this card. Allosaurus Rider says exile 2 green cards from your hand. You can play it for free. This card says search for a green creature, put it into your hand, and it's free. So on the first turn, we're going to play this card. We're going to have enough mana with a mixture of our lands and Chancellor of the Tangle, which it says at the beginning of the game, the very beginning, if we have it in our hand, we reveal it, and then at the beginning of our first turn, we're going to make a green mana. We're going to cast a Neoform, hopefully on the first turn, put the Griselbrand into play, and then we should win. So what's different between my list and the other lists, which I've played the other lists because they are so much fun, is instead of trying to win on the first turn, drawing our entire deck, killing you with Gut Shot or with all these weird combo cards like the Thrasta, whatever. Instead, my win condition is I'm just going to put this Griselbrand into play, and then you're not going to be able to beat it. Because, like, he's a big boy. So, yeah. And we have a bunch of counter spells. Pact of Negation to back us up, even one in the sideboard, which we'll get to the sideboard in a second. And we have Angel's Grace. Angel's Grace is super, super important because since we don't have a way to win the game on the first turn, so normally we put the Griselbrand in play, draw our deck, combo you out, the game is over, you're at 0 life or whatever. We don't have a way to do that. I have to beat you down with this dude. So I need to be able to protect it, which means I'm going to need counter spells, and we don't have a lot of mana, so I'd rather have the free one, as well as some Angel's Graces to back them up. And we have all of these gold lands, all these lands that make any color, specifically so we can pay for all of our stuff. Now, some other card choices which are super important, at least to me, because I know that this deck can be super convoluted and a bunch of different pieces, whatever. I'm playing 4 Manamorphose, specifically for the reason that I want to be as consistent as possible. There are some hands that we have a Turn Timber, which is a land that is also a spell for our green spells for this, as well as a Chancellor of the Tangle, and we don't have any way of making the blue mana to be able to cast the Neoform. So Manamorphose allows us to filter the Turn Timber and the Chancellor into the blue mana that we need. It also allows us to play through Blood Moon, which is super important. This deck can lose to Blood Moon pretty dang hard. Alternatively, it is another green card for the Allosaurus Rider. And I believe that's pretty much it. It does everything that we need it to do in terms of making the color mana that we need. It also allows us in a pinch, if we have only Turn Timbers, to make the white mana to cast the Angel's Grace, which is pretty sweet. And we're playing a bunch of 4-ofs all the way across. Now, normally a lot of these are common for Eldritch Evolution, for Neoform, for Chancellor, for Allosaurus Rider, etc. I'm playing 4 Worm as well. We are playing Serum Powder. So, how does this deck work? We're going to be mulliganing a lot. So, normally, you can mulligan to 5. Hopefully you have the combo, and you win. I'm playing Serum Powder because my goal is to mulligan very aggressively until we hit the combo. So I want to play multiple copies of all the spells so that I can make sure that I hit them. I found this to be super effective in my testing strategy. It has been awesome. This Serum Powder has been great. There are a few times that it comes up that it's not a green card, so it's a little awkward, but other than that, it should be really, really sweet. We should get a bunch of turn 1 wins, and I love winning on turn 1. This is the sideboard. Introduce the sideboard. I have no clue what the hell I'm doing in terms of a sideboard with this version of the deck. The 4 Leyline of Sanctities, I think, is a absolute lock-in. I think that they're going to be super important versus any of the black decks that are playing Thoughtseize or discard effects. I just think you need them. The Gemstone Caverns are a little spicy, but I think that these are just not as good as I thought they were, but we're just going to play with them anyway. The Pact of Negation, I think we want the 4th one. The Veil of Summers and the Nature's Claims, I have no clue. These are guesses. If anybody has any ideas or thoughts in the comments below, please, by all means, drop some ideas. I think Boseiju would probably be fine, but they're currently like $60 on MTGO, and I don't really want to buy a Boseiju. So I think Boseiju might be fine because it gives us another land. It does kind of the same thing as Nature's Claim, even though it costs an extra mana, and also it can't be chaliced or anything. So with that being said, we're going to try out this version of Neobrand. And for all of you folks that are currently watching me right now on Twitch who don't understand Magic the Gathering, to put everything that I said very simply, we are going to be trying to win on the first turn as consistently as possible. There's not going to be a lot of crazy, it's either going to be we win on the first turn or we just friggin' die, and that's just it. That's just the end. That is how this deck works. It's why I love it so much, because when you do win, it is awesome. So we're going to jump in to a league. We'll fire it up. And chat, now this will be your opportunity to ask me any questions that you would like about Magic, about this deck, about my life. You got my full attention, even though I didn't do the deck introduction the way that I wanted to, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. It is nice to see you, Hajari. Hi. For anybody that is interested in what is going on, I've decided to dedicate Mondays to YouTube videos. So I kind of want to re-record the intro, but that's fine. Whatever. It is what it is. The gameplay will at least be live. Getting nervous. I think that like I didn't have like a script, Like when how many times I record those YouTube videos? Like when I did like the Magic ones, how many times I re-recorded myself? Like over and over and over in the beginning? Like a lot. Like I wanted to get it down. So I'll probably re-record the beginning like later and then just do it. But hopefully that was like a good enough description. I'm okay with going through a like a test run of what I want to say and then just redoing it. So it's hard. It's hard to like get my point across, but also at the same time like surprise. Like I don't know. All right. So, first round of Turbo Neobrand that I have dubbed it. Official. If we 5-0, it better damn say Turbo Neobrand. All right. So, the good news is that we are on the play. That is good for us. We want to be on the play as often as possible. That allows us to actually win without disruption very often. All right, so we're gonna play first. All right, so what we are looking for is a combination of this and some lands, and we do not have any lands. We are going to have to mulligan this. Now this hand has lands and these, but doesn't have the other ways to win, so we are gonna have to mulligan again. Come on. Okay, so this hand is super interesting. This hand is super interesting because we have the pieces, but we don't have all of the lands. We do have a free mulligan, quote unquote free, with the serum powder. So it's not like that bad, but I actually think that we're just going to keep it. We have a total of 15 lands in the deck. That's including the flipped land, the spell land. So there are 14 lands left in the deck. We're going to be putting 2 cards on the bottom that are not lands. So approximately, like, we should get 1 land within the first 3 turns, probably somewhere around a little over 3 turns, if the math is right, something like that. I'm just doing mental math. I'm going to keep it. If we draw the land next turn, we just win. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to bottom the serum powder because it doesn't do anything. And then I'm going to bottom the Nourishing Shoal. And this is because if our opponent does discard us on turn 1, we still have all the pieces of the combo. So we're going to click done. We're going to play this land, and then we're going to pray to the Magic the Gathering gods to give us a land. If we get a land, and don't discard us, just don't discard us. Okay, we should be playing against Blue-Red Murktide, which is a deck that I love. It's my other favorite deck. They are going to bauble us, which is not very... I'm not very happy about them bobbling us. They're going to look at the top card of our deck, and they might figure out what deck that we are on when they do this. So please don't reveal anything too badly. Because if... Okay. So if we draw a non-land, and they just go land, go, and hold up counterspell, I don't think that we can win. So just draw a land. Oh my god. I don't think they're ready for what is about to happen. Cast Allosaurus Rider.
You like jazz?
Cast Neoform. Put Griselbrand into play. Draw 7 cards. Oh my goodness. I love this deck so much. And now they should lose. There really is no way to they shouldn't be able to win. Turn 2 win. They could Brazen Borrower. That is probably something that they are thinking about, is bouncing the Griselbrand back to our hands. That should be the only way that they can get rid of it. They also can try to turn on Delirium or play a Murktide in order to block and stall. But assuming that this Griselbrand connects, which they're about to put it to the test right now, like, do you have a Brazen Borrower? Oh, they're going to try to Lightning Bolt it. Okay. They're going to try to kill the Griselbrands by turning on their Dragon's Rage Channeler. We're going to let them go. We're going to let them go to blocks before we do anything. Okay. So we're going to let the Dragon's Rage Channeler trigger resolve, which it did. Now we have to either hit a Nourishing Shoal or a Pact of Negation in order to be able to keep going. And we have 8 draws to do it with this Manamorphose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try thinning out the deck, searching for the worms. I'm going to search for... do I want the second worm? Or do I want the next Allosaurus Rider? If we had a Nourishing Shoal, then we gain 15 and we just keep going. I'm going to take the worm anyway, just in case. Okay, so we're going to draw 7 cards. It's going to be the first thing that we do. And, okay, we hit Pact of Negation, so we are still alive. However, just barely. So we're going to cast the Pact of Negation. We're going to counter a spell. We're going to let him decide if he wants to block or not, which he won't. There's no reason for him to block now. He's going to take 8. I'm going to gain 8 life, which is super, super important. Now we have a decision. I'm going to play my lands, for sure. The one that doesn't deal damage to us. But now we have to make a choice of, do I want to draw 7 more cards and hope to hit a Nourishing Shoal? Or do I want to just pass? I think we're going to pass, but I'm going to play the Allosaurus Rider first because it's free, literally. It is literally free. So we'll do that. And then we'll say go. And then we discard Griselbrand's, Serum Powder. Because it doesn't do anything. Now, what they're probably going to do is attack go? I would assume. We'll take 3. I'm at 9. Because here's what's going to happen. Is that they think, what they think is that we're going to lose to all these triggers. Right? These say pay 5 mana or you lose. Well, we're going to play the card that says we cannot lose the game. And it has split second, so it can't be countered. Yes! Yes! The turn 2, I mean, it's not technically dead on turn 2, but it is the turn 2 win. Serum Powder did not really do very much that game. We just kind of drew it, but it doesn't matter as long as we win. What would I want to bring in against them? So they're going to have an insane amount of counter spells. They can play a mixture of Flusterstorm, Force of Negation, Mystical Dispute, Spell Pierce. These are all cards that are like super playable in their deck. I think the card that I'm most afraid of is like the Force of Negation because it's free. So I'm more inclined on the draw to board out the Serum Powders because we're not really going for speed as much and bring in like the Veil of Summers. And I could also see the Pact of Negation since we kind of just like, we like want to go off. It's not good against Flusterstorm, but it's good against the rest. So I'm okay with cutting with the Angel's Grace and then bringing the Pact, and then hopefully this is good enough. Our deck is like very odd against counterspells decks because they need the mana to be able to cast them. And ooh. Okay, so we have to mull this hand. It doesn't do anything. Let's see what they do as well. They mulligans. Okay, so that's good for us. So we have to mulligan again. Okay, we're gonna keep this hand because this hand has all the pieces. We can't win on turn 1 with it, but it has all of the pieces, which is the most important part. So we have 3 lands, we have the Summoner's Pact, and we have Eldritch Evolution. We're probably not going to win this game. I am fairly sure. Most likely not going to win this game, but that's it is what it is. I think that they're deciding whether they want to play a creature on turn 1 or if they want to hold up a counter spell. Okay, so they're going to play Ragavan, yeah, on turn 1. Okay, so that's fairly good. That just increased our clock by a full turn. Sadly, sadly, we are going to have to just go for it. They're going to connect with Ragavan. They're going to have 3 mana available to them. And then we'll probably have to go for it. We could draw... We could also wait until we draw Veil of Summer. That does nothing. Okay, cool. We could wait for us to draw Veil of Summer or a Pact of Negation, but... That's interesting. It's how many times... The question is, how many times do I want to let this Ragavan connect? Which I guess that doesn't really matter. How many turns do I want to wait until we go for the win? Because if we go all in and they have a counterspell, we're almost never recovering. I guess we do this first. That changes nothing. All right, chat. I'm going to let you decide. This is for all the lucky people that are watching the Twitch stream. This is the benefit of being here while I'm doing the video. Do we go for it right now? And if they have it, we lose. Or do we wait and hope that we draw the thing that helps us win? Chat is 50-50. 50-50. And I understand why. I understand why. Let's think about this mathematically. We have 8 cards in our deck that we want to draw in order to help us win. 8 out of 51. So realistically, within like 7 draws, right? Somewhere around like 7 draws, we should hit 1. Yeah, it's slightly over 6, yeah. With that being said, I don't think that we can win if we wait till 7 draws in order to find it. So we're going to go balls to the wall. All right, let's just do it. If you have it, you have it. If you don't have it, we win. No! No! Be a consider. All right. However, let's see. We were 2 away! No! No! Never look, chat. Never look. Never look. All right. Now, this is where things get super spicy complicated. I have become the firm believer that we just want to turn 1 as often as possible. So, while we are on the play, we board out all of the stuff that we just brought and we just bring these back in and we just go for it. That is just my philosophy on the deck. We want a turn 1 Griselbrand as often as possible. We lose to only Force of Negation. All right, this hand wins on turn 2. All right, we're keeping. This hand wins on turn 2. That's pretty good. That's pretty. I can't ask for very much more. I mean, I will take the turn 2 win. Go. Ah, holding up a Spell Pierce. Okay. Well, we are going for it. 1, 2. Oh my god, it resolved. We're in an interesting... Yes! Yes! Oh my goodness. First match of the video. And we would have gotten there. We would have drawn 7 cards. We would have hit the Nourishing Shoal, gained 15 life, and then been able to draw like 14 more cards. So we did it. Both with a turn 2 win. Both the times we won. And that another thing to note, we did not hit Serum Powder at all. Serum Powder did not make any sort of play. However, the Angel's Grace with the Pact of Negation was awesome. Awesome. So, all right, chat, what's up? Talk with me. Now's your chance. How's it going? That was awesome. I literally like I am so happy that we won our first match. Like people, this deck that we're playing right now, when you win, people get so mad because there was no magic that just happened, right? We put a big dude into play that allows us to draw our entire deck on the second turn of the game, and there was nothing our opponent could do about it. And that was it. Like the game just was over. So, well, okay. So the deck isn't first turn kill. What I have done is I've taken out the ability of it to win on the first turn and opted for the ability to get the big creature into play faster. So the deck wants to win on turn 1 no matter what. I think that the odds are like 11% in the other version to win on the first turn. What I've done is I've increased the odds of getting the main combo piece out on the first turn to sacrifice the ability to win on the first turn. So my hope is to get the big boy into play and to hope that he just steals the game, because the majority of the time your opponent can't beat the big boy. It's over. Like, he is a 7/7 flying lifelink, draw your entire deck. Like, usually they just can't beat it. So, and especially on the first turn, like, all right, our second match after that. So let's hope it's as good. We did not win the die roll, so that kind of sucks, but so be it. Okay, our opponent is playing Gigantha, which could mean a lot of different things. What we hope for is most likely Tron, because they're going to be a little bit slower. This hand is good. This hand wins on turn 2. So we're going to keep it and hope that our opponent doesn't Thoughtseize us. Let's just hope they're playing Tron. Shit. Well, this is the worst case scenario. I think this is a little silly. Oh my goodness. We are in a very interesting position. I think I want to concede. So my thought process is, if we show them our hand, they immediately know what we are. They take Neoform, most likely, because it's the best card. And they're playing a mixture of blue and black, which are both good against what we are doing. So I'm going to concede, because I would rather not show him what we are doing. Go to the second game. Attempt to kill him on the first turn. I'm wondering if we can cut an Angel's Grace for a Pact. Because they might bring in Force of Negation if they have it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I want to bring in the Veil of Summers, like I really do, but my goal is to try to kill them on the first turn anyway. Game 2, we're going to bring in the majority. We're going to bring in the Ley Lines and the Veils, most likely. But my goal is to hopefully kill them on the first turn. Right. The other thing which Twitch chat has definitely pointed out is that by conceding, they could very well know that we're on this deck, but this deck is not very popular. So for them to be able to, like, for us to concede to a Thoughtseize and then for them to be like, oh, they're on Neobrand would be very big brained. It'd be very big brained. Like, they'd have to, like, they'd have to know. Okay, so this is interesting. This is interesting because we have all of the pieces, but if this Serum Powder was any one of the sideboard pieces, then we could be able to keep this hand. But because we can't beat a turn 1 Thoughtseize, we have to mulligan. And interesting to note is that we have a bunch of the combo pieces in our hand already, which makes me not want a Serum Powder. Because I don't want to get rid of all these abilities to combo off on the first turn, because we have to do it on the first turn. So with that being said, I'm going to actually mulligan instead of powdering. And then we're probably going to lose. We have to mulligan again. And we have to mulligan again. Wow. We were really close. This can't get there, right? Oh my god, this hand can get there. Chat, are you ready? We need to be the luckiest Magic the Gathering players of all time. I mean the luckiest. We need to draw either another Manamorphose for us to keep going, or a Neoform. And if we don't, we probably lose. Are we ready? We drew another Manamorphose, which is fine. I accidentally misclicked, but it didn't matter because we drew the Manamorphose. Blue. Come on. No. No. We lose. We were I'm surprised we even hit the Manamorphose. All right. I'll concede to the turn 1 Thoughtseize only because I conceded to it the first game. And it's way funnier to just do it that way. We could have had a chance actually, but I think it's more funny just to concede to the turn 1 Thoughtseize and move on. Unbeatable! That card is unbeatable. So that is exactly what happens with this deck. This deck very much is either you win or you lose. And we just so happened to play against the only realistic first turn play that I'm afraid of, besides the mere just winning. Like, that was the worst thing that could have happened, is us getting Thoughtseize on turn 1. So, what's up, chat? How you doing? Are you having fun? I think this is a hoot. I'm having a great time. This deck is great. I love playing these stupid, crazy fast combo decks that you can't really interact with. There is really... I'm learning about the 3 cards in your deck that matter. Yeah, the only 3 cards in my deck that matter are Allosaurus Rider, Neoform, Griselbrand. You need all 3 of those pieces to win the game. There are alternate versions. Summoner's Pact gets Allosaurus Rider for free. And Eldritch Evolution is another way of being able to combo off and win the game. I've actually thought that maybe we don't even need the Eldritch Evolutions. I wonder if there's like an alternate card that we could be playing instead. But I feel like you need the ability to like... There are going to be some games that you get the Eldritch Evolution draw and it works. So you play Magic at work occasionally with your coworkers. What kind of Magic? What kind of Magic do you play? I would assume if you play with coworkers, maybe like Commander, I assume, or something. Do I have a deck list for your deck? I don't have it written up at the moment, but I definitely can write it up. I'm wondering... I'll do it after the video. All right, y'all. Here we go. Round number 3. Our opponent will not have a Thoughtseize on turn 1. Guaranteed. Locking it in. No Thoughtseize on the first turn. All right, we have a good Serum Powder hands. We're getting rid of some Summoner's Pacts, which kind of stinks, but the rest of it doesn't really matter, so we're just going to powder it away. We have another powderable hand. It doesn't have any of the pieces. We have to mulligan this hand. It has some of the pieces. It has all the pieces, except it's going to take way too long to get there. We have another powderable hand. Again, all the pieces, but it's going to take too long to get there. And the cool thing about the way the mulligans work is if we click this powder button, we're going to be able to put a card on the bottom first before we take our mulligan. So we're going to put the Allosaurus Rider back because that's what the card we really want to get. Okay, so this has one of the pieces, but not all of them. We are on the draw, so we could technically try to go for the Neo brand on the Neoform on the first turn of our turn if we draw it, but I would rather just mulligan to 5. I think it's just I would rather just not risk our game on attempting to draw a 4 of. Okay, so we're kind of in a position where we have to keep this hand. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best. We have to put the Griselbrand on the bottom, which is nice. And we have to put a Pact on the bottom because we need these green cards. We have all the pieces, but this is kind of like the first two hands where they were just too slow. So hopefully our opponent is playing a non-interactive deck, which this says interactive deck, sadly. That's pretty good. So if we get a Neoform, then we can do it on turn 2 with a counterspell backup. So actually, that was actually a really good draw. Actually a really good draw. I assume they're getting oh, they're getting they're playing Jeskai. So Jeskai has a bunch of interesting removal spells and counter spells. Oh, they're playing 4 color. So but it's not Yorion, so it's not elementals. Maybe it's like a 60 card Omnath deck. Okay, so we're kind of in an interesting position, where if I play this lands and then I cast the Manamorphose and I make blue and green and I don't hit Neoform, then I'm not going to be able to have a blue mana in case we do draw a Neoform. However, in order to cast our Eldritch Evolution, we need a land anyway. So if that's the case, I'm just going to play the Turn Timber and I'm going to go for it because I want to get closer to a land anyway. Okay, like we didn't hit it, which is fine. We did hit another green card, which is okay. Yeah, but what we really need is now any land. A Manamorphose would be okay as well. Wrenn and 6, okay. So this is okay for us because they're tapped out, so no counter spells, not that they really play any. The only card we have to worry about is like Solitude. Okay. That's not great. What's kind of nice, though, about playing against their deck is that game 1, they should not have very much interaction for us. The only real way for them to deal with what we are doing is with a Solitude. Other than that, they really shouldn't play any counter spells. They are playing 60 cards, so that's a little bit sussy. Little sussy. Also, something important to note of that I believe I did one of the last games is it's important to make sure that you don't auto yield to your City of Brass's triggers, because there is a world where you need to be able to make the mana and cast an Angel's Grace so you don't die. I know that I did it, but definitely something to make sure of in the future to be careful. Am I getting Vendilion clicked? Oh. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it didn't even matter. They like tapped our land in hopes that it slows us down, but in reality, it's just our deck that's slowing us down. You don't even need it. I got you, bro. You can have your turn. It's all you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we figured out a way to lose. Our opponent is about to cast Indomitable Creativity and put an Archon into play. I'm assuming. Do we have a way to win from there? We do. We do have a way to win. We put more Allosaurus Shepherds into play. Allosaurus Riders in play. Yeah, okay. I mean, we're not out of the runnings. Like we're not dead. So That's smart. Okay, get your damage in. Yeah, this makes more sense. This kind of start with Indomitable Creativity. And now they're going to make 2 Archons. Oh, they're going to make 1 Archon. Well, I can't force a negation it, so... Or pact a negation it, so... It resolves. We are going to discard an Eldritch Evolution. We want an untapped land pretty badly. Pretty badly. Pretty badly. Ugh. Ugh. Can we win? Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2. No, we can't win. Wait, can we win? There is a theoretical world where we win. So, right now, they have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage on the field. We need to fade any burn spell, and we need to cast Allosaurus Rider. We need to draw a untapped land. Oh, wait, no. I think the discard makes us lose. I'm going to get rid of the Pact of Negation. We can't really use it anymore. So, we need to draw an untapped land. We need to cast this Allosaurus Rider, Eldritch Evolution it into the Griselbrand, gain 7 life, draw 7 cards, put another Allosaurus Rider into play in order to fade the Archon, as well as hit another Nourishing Shoal, which is not exiled, and they have an Indomitable Creativity, and... I'm going to concede. I know that we're not dead, but fuck it. They already know what our deck is doing, so we'll gain 7 life anyway. We're dead. We're very much dead. But we'll just let them do it anyway. And also take a look at their deck, which is pretty nice to know. So, Teferis, I assume 4. Oh my god. Prismari commands, Seiju, Explore. I don't see any counter spells, so... Oh, Spell Pierce. 2 of them. So, they're probably going to board in more. Let's see if we hit the land anyway. Huh. Okay. Alright. GG's. GG's. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. Nothing we could do there. So I'm going to go with my philosophy of the way that we did it in the first game, and that is just to board in the Pact of Negation and then click Submit. And then we're going to pray that the Magic Gods decide to bless us with a turn 1 win. Turn 1 win! Turn 1 win! We need to get... we need to get pretty lucky. We don't need luck. I have the power of God and anime on my side. We'll be fine. How's it going, chat? What's up? I wonder what they're bringing in. I'm not entirely sure what their sideboard looks like. We could look it up, I guess, if we wanted to. So every deck that's playing 5-color Indomitable Creativity, their sideboard consists of a Mystical Dispute, stuff that matters for us, 2 Flusterstorms, a Mystical Dispute, a Dress Down, And that's it. They play 3 Spell Pierce in the main. So I'm not worried about too much. They only really have a few permission spells, a few counter spells. So, all right, let's. His hand has all the pieces, but it's too slow. We don't even have enough lands to play the thing, so we're just gonna mulligan it. Ah, shit, chat. Oh, shit. We have the turn 2. All right, I'm keeping it. I mean, I'm not keeping a turn 2 win. I mean, we're just not. I'm just not keeping it, you know? All right. Please. I'm going for it on turn 1 no matter what. I don't think that there is a world that I'm not playing this on the second turn. No, that's the card we needed. Yeah, we just I don't think that we can wait. I think that we need to go for it. And if they have it, they have it. Like no. 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 All right, GG's. We were really close. We were really, really close. I guess I could have kept going, but in reality, it's like the draw go gameplay is going to be such a pain in order to get back. Like we would have, like even if this was our draw, we would still not been able to cast the second Allosaurus Rider for another few turns. So it is what it is. We were so close. So close. It's okay though. What's up, chat? For everybody that is just tuning in, we are currently playing a Magic the Gathering deck that, not that I've designed, but it is a alteration of one that has already existed. I don't normally do streams on Mondays, but I've decided that on Mondays I'm going to do a Magic the Gathering video because I love Magic and I want to make content. So, all right, round number 4. We won the die roll. We get to Serum Powder a hand away. Now this hand is really close. No, it's not. I lied. We have to mulligan. This hand is closer, but we still have to mulligan. I'm going to powder, and I'm going to put away the Chancellor. Now, this hand was actually really close. If this is a lands, then we got it. So we have to mulligan it. Now this hand wins on turn 2. So we will keep this. We're going to bottom 1. There are more green cards in our deck than there are lands. So we're going to bottom a green card. We want to bottom this green card specifically. And I know City of Brass is better, but I just don't want to deal with the triggers. All right. We're playing against Burn. Burn's a great matchup. Burn is a great matchup. Give me a green card. There it is. All right, GG's. Go. Oh, God. Burn cannot beat this in the first game. They literally cannot beat it. He's going to attack. He's not going to attack. Oh. That was a fantastic draw as well. Now I don't even need to draw for a Pact Negation. They might cast a Skullcrack here. I think that's what they're going to go for. If they are casting a Skullcrack. That's kind of funny. The question is, do I want to draw some... I think I do want to draw. If we hit Nourishing Shoal... Oh boy. Well, we're kind of locked into drawing, so we're going to just draw again. Okay, we hit. I think I could just gain 7 more life, and realistically, I don't really think that they can win. Yeah, like, you don't... I don't have to gain the life this turn, but I don't think that you can win, buddy. We can discard this, and this, and... we don't need one of these anymore. Guess one of these is fine, too. Like, having at least one for 7 mana. Yeah, I didn't think you were winning that one, bud. Alright, so... luckily, we don't really have to worry about much of what they're doing. We actually can just kind of, like, combo without any sort of interaction, so... we're just going to board in the Pact and bring out an Angel's Grace and then click Submit, because... we could bring in the ley lines for their burn, but I realistically think that just putting a Griselbrand into play just wins the game anyway. This hand is really close to winning on turn 1. It's really close. If we had a second one, or if we hit a land... no, we already have a land, yeah. We have to powder it. Yeah, we can powder it. Free mulligan. That's pretty good. This hand wins on turn 1. I love the turn 1 win. I love it. I love turn 1 wins. Finally. Finally. Suspended Riftbolt. Sadly, buddy, that's not going to be enough. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to draw 7. Gain 15 life. And then say go. And then discard a Serum Powder. We've won. The game should be over. Should be. He could Path to Exile. They could Deflecting Palm. But they're realistically dead. They're Skullcracking now. Okay. Sure. I will attack you for 8 in the air. Go. I will once again attack you 8 in the air. And then you're going to cast Deflecting Palm. And then I am going to draw 7 cards. Oh, we haven't hit an Angel's Grace yet, huh? How many Nourishing Shoals and how many Angel's Graces have we exiled? None. Okay, so we can draw another 7 then. And feel relatively safe. Wow. I mean, okay, so we gain 15 more life. Now do I really care about taking 8? If next time a source of deal damage to you, prevent that damage. Okay, so he doesn't even... They don't even gain the life. So I'm just gonna, like, let this happen, I think. I don't think it actually does very much. So yeah, like, I'll take 8. You got it, buddy. I'll discard this, and this, and this, and this, and... all the cards that, like, don't really matter anymore. I should have played the Allosaurus Rider. That's my mistake. I was just too focused on how big and beefy my dude is. Just the Grizzle Daddy. He's just so thick, you know? We did it. The turn 1 win. All right. All right, chat. For our money back. We win this match. We win our whole $10 back. Can we do it? I think so. What's also really cool about this deck, in my opinion, is I personally enjoy playing super fast decks. So in Magic, I mean, this is for everybody that is in chat that is listening that doesn't really play Magic, or there are 4 different kinds of Magic decks that exist. There are aggro decks, there are mid-range decks, there are control decks, and there are combo decks. An aggressive deck is a deck that wants to beat you down as fast as possible in the game. It's very aggressive, aggro. The mid-range deck is a deck that wants to get to the medium turns of the game, and that is where they thrive the best. They usually play a bunch of big creatures. They thrive in the middle zone of the game. The control deck is the deck that wants the game to go long, and it likes to control the game. It wants to take it over the course of a bunch of turns and then beat you down usually with one thing, one big thing. And then a combo deck is like this. And combo decks are usually relatively fast because you either win or you don't. We are on turn play. Wow, we are on the play. We have to mulligan. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. This hand is actually kind of risky. Like, there's a universe that we keep this hand because we can technically draw into it, but I'm going to powder it away and put a Neoform on the bottom. We have to mulligan this one too. Mull to 4. Ugh. You're not my dad! Yeah, DJ, thank you for the sub. So, I think we're going to powder this away. I think we're going to powder this. And powder the worm. We can't win on turn 1 anymore. We can win on turn 2. Oh, we have bottom 3 cards. The lands. I'm going to keep this hand. There's 0 chance that we win this game, but I want to know what our opponent is playing to decide how I want to mulligan or how I want to sideboard, even though there's very little to sideboard. Urza's Saga. I actually drew a land. That's pretty cool. Did we exile a Grizzlebrand? We did not. Okay. So there's still 1 Grizzlebrand left in our deck. There's like a world where we win this game, but I don't think it's this world. Oh, we're playing as Amulet Titan. Amulet Titan is a very interesting matchup because they don't really have a way to interact with us. I don't think at all. I don't think they do. I don't even think in game 2. Let's go with so we'll just F6. They can do whatever they want. And let's look at an Amulet Titan list. Graph Digger's Cage. That is a very annoying card. Other than that, there's nothing. There's literally nothing. They might just win right now, which is kind of funny. What's the world that we win this game? They need to not have the ability to play a Titan, and we need to draw land, Neoform. Interesting. Okay, Karn gets Liquimetal Coating. So land Neoform doesn't do it anymore. We need to land Neoform. But our opponent is still not doing anything. So sure. All right, there. I mean, that is all right. the dream is alive, I guess. If we win this game, it is going to be monumental for all Neo brand players. Oh, he just gets to Stone Marine me now. No, we lose. Oopsies, we're dead. How close were we? Not. The answer is not. Okay, so game 2 on the play, I'm not gonna bring in anything. Game 3 on the draw, we're gonna bring in these. So we're just gonna click. I'm wondering if Pact of Negation is not good in this matchup. Can they? No, I feel like we need Pact of Negation still in some quantity. Maybe not as many though. Like maybe I can bring in I can bring in some Nature's Claims. When we win, we kind of just win. So let's give us the option to be able to like not win on the first turn just in case. This is a mulligan. It's powder. This hand is also a powder. How many Allosaurus Riders have we gotten rid of? We've gotten rid of 1 and 1 Neoform and 1 Summoner's Pact and 1 Eldritch Evolution. So we can powder again. Oh, this hand was so close. Well, this hand is also pretty close, but we have to mulligan. Well, it's this or 4, so I'm keeping this. Bottoming this, and then, I mean, we're gonna go for the first turn win. I mean, reveal this, make the mana. If we hit Neoform or another Manamorpho, I mean, those are really our only hits. So just hit Neoform. Okay, we didn't hit. That is still okay. We still have outs. We still have outs. Even if they play Graph Digger's Cage. Ooh, that's interesting. So, interesting spot. Do I Nature's Claim their Urza Saga or their Amulet? So their Urza Saga can get Grafdigger's Cage. Am I afraid on losing? Am I afraid of losing the following turn? I think I'm just gonna pass. This could be wrong, but I really wanna hold this Nature's Claim in case they don't just kill us. Maybe that's me being too conservative. I don't know. I don't know. This is a tough turn. This is a very tough turn. Okay. That doesn't necessarily do anything. Okay, that's their turn. That's great for us. Okay, so now I'm gonna go for it. And if we don't hit it, I'm just gonna Nature's Claim their Urza Saga. Oh my god, we hit it. Alright, well. Is it good enough? Get a worm? Gain 15 life? Summoner's Pact for another. We have one Angel's Grace in our deck. That's not good. We hit it. Oh my god, we hit it. I can't believe we hit it. Play this. Cast this. Go. Discard. Discard. Alright, I mean... The goal is for you to not kill me right now. But I'm also a little worried that I don't think that we can... Yeah, okay. Maybe I should have pacted that. I guess I wanted to make sure that I counter like a Titan if they play it. Yeah, I think they're gonna try to play a Titan right now. They haven't played any other lands? Okay, alright, we're gonna get them. I think we're gonna get them. Oh my god, we're really gonna get him. They're gonna lose. They're gonna actually go. Oh my god, they're actually gonna lose. I think that they're contemplating like what is going on because they know that we have all these packs. They do see Angel's Graces in the. Okay. They maybe they're trying to fish for information. Maybe they like want to know if we have a basic in our deck, and that was like the purpose of that. So we're gonna stack all of these, and then we're just gonna proceed to not lose the game. All right, all right, all right. That was really, really close. Really close. How do I want to change this? What do we want to do on the draw? We have all of our Nature's Claims in. Not having many Angel's Graces was super scary. That was super scary. And the Pact of Negation, both the Pact of Negation and the Angel's Grace were so important there. I'm wondering maybe if Manamorphose needs to get cut to some degree in order to be able to fit some of these Angel's Graces and stuff back in. Because we kind of need these. I know they can play Cavern Souls and they can get us, but like, especially the Angel's Grace, I'm going to bring out 1 for 1. I feel like we really need more of these to make sure that we don't lose. Because they can just Titan and then attack us, and then we can Angel's Grace to live. Ah, the Snap Keep? The 5 land hand? And we can pay for Pact. I mean, that's pretty good. Probably the easiest mulligan of today. Wonder what they're going to do. They're in much of a more interesting position than we are because they should not have many cards that are good against us. They mulled, okay. We are also mulliganing. What does this hand do? It does nothing. We have to mulligan again. What are they going to do? They only have 1 card in their entire deck that I'm particularly scared of. They kept. That's not good. Mulligan. Okay, we get to powder. That's cool. Put this one on the bottom. And a lands. Oh. It's close. It's so close. All right, I'm going to keep it. We need green card lands. And if they play a Grafdigger's Cage... Okay, it's not Grafdigger's Cage. Green card and land. There is green card. And it's castable green card. I'm not going to cast it, though, because if we draw the land, then we win. We sadly need it. Oh my god. Wow. I am, I cannot believe we just hit it. Well, so interesting also to note that our version of the deck is probably worse against Amulet Titan because we can't just win the game. Like, we very much need to end the game because they also can combo us. I think that we were a little bit faster this time, though. Luckily. I'm not sure what combination of cards they need, but that's definitely a reasonable start. Like, I don't think I'm afraid of very much besides them actually just killing us. Now, this is an interesting question. Do I want to counter this? If I want to counter it, I have to draw cards. So I'm going to draw cards first. We can't counter any... Okay. Yeah, so we're going to counter this. We should have another Angel's Grace in the deck somewhere. We can't counter Titan, so... But we can just cast all these packs first, gain a bunch of life. We can technically keep going. One other thing that's kind of nice about this is that in the regular version of Neo Brands, you have Endurance, which helps you stop from decking. And in this, you can Angel's Grace and prevent yourself from drawing the last card. So... I mean, we can technically keep going. Do we want to keep going? How many Nourishing Shoals have we seen? 1, 2. We've seen 2. So there's 2 more left in the deck. We can thin ourselves out even more if we want to. Yeah, I mean, we're not casting this pact right now because we really need to And do we have a worm already? We do. Okay, so I can get an Allosaurus Rider, and then we can draw some more cards for funsies. Okay, we did hit. Cool. We can gain 15 more life. And we can Pact the Negation this. And then we even have both Angel's Graces, which is super, super sweet. So we're going to pass. Got our turn. We're going to stack our triggers. We're going to cast Angel's Grace. We can't lose now. Good. Good. Okay. Our turn. We get to draw. Play a Gemstone Mine. We're going to cast all of our Allosaurus Riders. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Nature's Claim this. Enter combat. All right. I think we win. We can discard this, 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 and the lands. 2 lands. I guess we could discard the Neoforms. I don't think that it really matters, to be honest. These don't really do anything, so it should have been these, but how many Nature's Claims have we seen? We've seen 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there are no more Nature's Claims left in our deck. There are no more Angel's Graces left in our deck. And there is no more Pact of Negations left in our deck. So there are no cards in our deck that matter anymore. And we won. Sweet! Oh! So sweet. And, well, of course, we're going to open up the 1 treasure chest that we get. And we're going to crack a Garbage. All right. So, thoughts on the deck list. So, I think that the Serum Powders are still worth testing. I got to play a little bit before this league with this deck. Just a few of the 2-man, 10 entry points or whatever, 20 entry points.
You like jazz?
And I think that the Serum Powder is really worth testing. I think that this Angel's Grace and Serum Powder is a angle that a lot of people are not expecting of this deck. And I think that trying to increase the consistency of the turn 1 win is just so important. I know that the deck can win on turn 2 and turn 3 relatively consistently. But even so, I feel like the main draw to playing this deck is getting a Griselbrand into play and then proceeding to win the game from there. And if that is the case, then I want to increase the percentage chance that we can do that. And a majority of the time, against a lot of decks, Griselbrand just wins the game anyway. Like we saw against Burn. We put a Griselbrand in play. The game is over. It is over. Against, there's very few decks that can outright kill a Griselbrand. Murktide, they needed to bolt and bolt, right? And we hit a counterspell, and they just had no chance. There are not many decks that can destroy target creature, and even if they can, we have Pact Negation. So I think that playing these Serum Powders is worth it. I think that there is a list that is somewhat like this that is very much playable. I think that changes in the future are, I think that this Angel's Grace, I think that the 4th Angel's Grace could be the 4th Pact of Negation. I think that that is realistic in terms of just making sure that when you go off that you're able to hit a counterspell to keep your thing alive. But it's also very dicey because you need those Angel's Graces in order to pair with the Pact of Negation. So it's not a guarantee. It's not like 100% locked in of like how to build it. I wish there was just one more slot. It could be a Manamorphose, but I really feel like you want I really feel like you want the additional, ability to get the turn 1 win. Like you saw that the Manamorphose dug us deeper. I know it's very lucky that we hit a Neoform, but it did dig us deeper. That is what the card is there to do. It's there to fix our mana off of the double green that we so often may have because we're just mulliganing so aggressively. And we want to be able to get blue and green in order to Neoform on turn 1. So sideboard, I think the ley lines are good, but we haven't really gotten to see them in that league. I think that the Nature's Claims were super important, and it makes me kind of want to put the Boseiju in. I think the Gemstone Caverns are just not good. I think the fourth Pact is good. I think that we want the ability to board into a fourth one because I'm really afraid of Force Negation. And then Veil of Summer, I think that Veil of Summer is like a necessary card as well versus like discard decks. I'm going to bring these in on like the draw most likely against a lot of decks. Like I want these against the counterspell decks, but I don't want these against the counterspell decks. So at the end of the day, I think that there are like 3 cards here in reality in the sideboard that I want to change to some degree. And I think it could be like Boseiju, a fourth Nature's Claim, and who knows? But that's it. That is the deck. I hope that you enjoyed watching. Make sure you leave a like and comment down below. And let me know what kind of deck that you want to see in the future, as well as any mistakes that I made or suggestions for this one. So have a good rest of your whatever. Goodbye. The smash the subscribe. I forgot. That's all right. Whatever. What's up, Wiretaps? How's it going? Rakdos Scam with Terminate is the most dangerous early removal for Griselbrand, I guess. Yeah, in reality, the scariest thing for this deck is either losing on turn 1 or a Thoughtseize. Like, I literally conceded twice to a turn 1 Thoughtseize because, I mean, yeah. But how's it going? Now I can talk with everybody. Hello. Hi, good evening. For anybody that is just tuning in, I just got done recording a video for YouTube that I would like to have on my YouTube by this weekend. I got to do some editing and stuff. But yeah, this was really fun to play. I love this deck so much. It's super sweet. I love just winning on turn 1. And it's also a fun deck because you can goldfish it, which means that you can play against yourself. Because in reality, you just want to win on turn 1 anyway. Like, we can just sit here and just do this all day. Mulligan. Put this back. Mulligan. 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 Put this back. Put this back. And look, we were really close. Really, really close. Oh, this hand would have done it. Does this hand do it? We have to put 3 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we were so close. We're 1 off. If we're on the draw, we win. See? I win. I did it. Oh, don't worry about it, DJ. No worries. It's okay. If Thoughtseize and Solitude make up a decent amount of modern, is the meta bad for the deck right now? Good question. So, I mean, going based off of MTG Goldfish, which is the best way of looking up a lot of lists all at once and like finding out what a metagame is, the best decks right now are Murktide for sure is the number 1, and the number 2 is Omnath. The best black deck is Yawgmoth. So what kind of sucks about what just happened relatively, right, is we lost to a turn 1 Thoughtseize, which Thoughtseize is played in so little decks right now. This is also the biggest difference between an online metagame and a tournament metagame. This is something that I've played Magic competitively for like 10 years, right? And only up until recently did I really experience the difference between an online metagame and a tournament metagame. Because online, anything goes. Online, you can play against anything. It doesn't really matter. Like the turn one Thoughtseize, the this, the that, whatever. Online, people will play whatever the hell they want. When you go to a tournament, people are going to play what they feel is the best decks, and these are the best decks. They just are. So in a tournament, you most likely have a better chance, quote unquote, better, only because you're not playing against Thoughtseize as much. But you know, it's all you have to be a judge in of what you think is going to be played. So Solitude is played in Omnath, and that's pretty much it of the top metagame. Azorius Control is like the next one. So that is something to worry about. The thing to worry about with Murktide being the best deck does not make this particularly easy necessarily. When I play Murktide, which is my main modern deck, like when I play modern, this is my deck. And I play against Neobran, there is a part of me that is scared because if they just have it on turn one, there's nothing I can do. So I mean, you know, there is Subtlety. They're starting to play Subtleties in the sideboard, which is really good. It counters the Allosaurus Rider. The Flusterstorm, you need mana for those. So Subtlety is the only real card that you end up being afraid of. And yeah, I don't know. I think I would never play this deck in a tournament. I don't think. I own this deck in paper, except like I think these. I don't think I own these. And I don't think I would ever play this deck in a tournament. I think in order for you to build this deck and then bring this to a huge tournament to win lots of money, you would need to have chutzpah out the wazoo. You would need to be the luckiest player at that event. Like, I want to say that it's 50-50 every game, but I think it's more like 48 to 47%. I mean, we did win 3 out of 5 matches, so our win rate was above 50%. But like, yeah, good luck with that one. Like, you know, good luck like trying to win all. You know, you have to play 15 matches of Magic. Like, how many times do you expect to win a coin flip? If you're feeling lucky, go for it. But that's it. I'm done for the evening. So I wanted to sign on, play a little bit of Magic, and then call it an evening. I will be back on tomorrow with some more regular styled content. Not Magic. We're going to be playing... we are going to be playing another game. I think I want to play a bunch of games this week. I'm really in the mood. So I have a few games that were on my wish list that I'm just going to buy, and we're going to give them a run. So I appreciate you all. Have a beautiful night. We have no Sugar Daddy of the evening, but DJ, thank you for the 17 months. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be doing this every Monday, and I'm going to hopefully get better and better at it because I'm not really sure how to do these kinds of this kind of content. Like, I want to be able to give you guys my attention, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm, like, doing the video correctly. So it's kind of be a little bit of a learning curve. If you are new here and you have never seen me before, it's nice to meet you. My name is Tyler. I'm a full-time or a part-time variety streamer. I do mostly, like, Just Chatting and a bunch of other games, but I do love Magic the Gathering. I've played Magic the Gathering for over a decade. I have one SCG top 8 to my name. But I've played, I would say, semi-professionally to professionally for a decade now. So it is my favorite game of all time. I love making Magic content. I love playing the game. I still travel to tournaments, so that's it. Please buy Agent A. It will be very productive with chat. So yeah, what is that, Jaylene? What is Agent A? And DJ, I love you. I appreciate you. All right. The game I recommended. Oh yeah. Okay. I will take a look. I will take a look. I already have an idea of the games that I want to play this week, but I will give it a look. All right, all. I love you. I hope you have a beautiful evening. I'll turn on the goodbye sugar so you can say goodnight to me and everyone else in the stream. Also, this coming weekend, I will be moving into my new apartment. So I hope to see you there. I have a good idea of. I have some fun plans for stream setup. So what is going to happen is I most likely will not be able to stream for some period of time at the end of the week. As in like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I think I'm just going to take off because I'm going to be moving stuff around and I don't really want to stream. And once I'm all set up, we will have a reunion stream. And yeah, if I get things set up, I would like to do a. We'll see. I'll let you know. I'm not gonna. I'm not. I would rather surprise you. So, uh, for all of you that are here that are making my partner dreams come true, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching stream. I will be back on tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you to Wiretapped and all the others that followed. It really does mean a lot. If you want to come watch me play some video games tomorrow, 9 p.m., I'd appreciate it. I'm going to send the goodbye sugar. The goodbye sugar is a way for you to say goodnight to me and everyone else in the stream. It costs 1 channel point. You can feel free to spam it as much as you would like. If you do not say goodnight to me, you will lose your left ear. Have a beautiful Monday night. I will see you tomorrow. And until next time, don't give up on your dreams. Even when the going gets rough, the rough, they get going. I love you. Goodbye.